Okay, so there's something I haven't shared on my channel yet, and we're gonna get into that right now. I have type 1 diabetes. Okay, so let me explain the story. It was August when I first got diagnosed. At the time, I was feeling really dizzy, lightheaded, and kind of nauseous. My mom took me to the doctors to see what's up with me. When I heard them say I had diabetes, I was actually shocked. I just thought that diabetes was a weird word, not an actual condition. But anyway, I was put into a truck and brought to a medical hospital, and was in there for a week with the IV inserted in my arm and with my mom. Through the week, I actually learned some things about diabetes. I learned to take insulin before eating a meal, and in the week, my family visited me.
How are you doing, Anthony, for your first week?
Help. Oh, also I want to share this because I think that people might think this is funny. It was a Tuesday, and we had a lunch menu for each day of the week. For Wednesday, there was a burger with fries. My mom thought for some reason that the burger was actually on Tuesday, and that itself made me enjoy a burger on Tuesday. I didn't get to talk about this, but let me talk about how you get diabetes. In your body, you have something called a pancreas, and that produces insulin to regulate your blood sugar. But I want to talk about the differences of a high and low blood sugar right now. A high blood sugar isn't typically bad for how you feel, because while high blood sugars are less dangerous than low blood sugars, it does get more dangerous as time goes on. And actually, one quick fact, the way you develop diabetes is from your high blood sugar. So you might be thinking, how do people develop type 1 diabetes then? If their pancreas is developing their insulin and keeping their blood sugar stable, how could they get a high blood sugar then? Well, my dear friend, don't touch me. The reason why you get high blood sugars is because your pancreas just stops working. So yeah, the reason that I have diabetes isn't because I ate too much sugar. In fact, that's type 2 diabetes, not type 1. So if you get type 2 diabetes, that's your fault. And here's one more thing you need to know about getting diabetes. You'll have to get tons of needle shots throughout your process of getting diagnosed with diabetes. Now let's talk about how you could actually get alternative ways to get insulin in your body since your pancreas stops working. Similarly to monitoring your glucose, you have to use a device that you put on your body to deliver the insulin for you. And there are many choices beyond what I chose for my device, but the device that I chose was the Omnipod 5. The main reason why I chose the Omnipod 5 was because it was wireless. You see, all the other devices used a tube that was connected from the device to a separate chamber that contained insulin inside of it. I just thought that wireless was better because I had a lower chance of snapping the wire off. So now that I've already talked about what I use to keep my diabetes life stable, I'm going to talk about how it's actually affected my life. Now, obviously, I had to take this new medical condition at school, which made for the most awkward confession I've ever made. Oh, hey, dude. What happened over the summer? Well, I think I may have developed type 1 diabetes. What the fuck? And it didn't help that I had to hold my iPad during school to monitor my glucose. And also, the amount of food I could eat has changed. And because of my limited amount of carbs I could eat, I had a limited amount of foods I could actually eat. So Thanksgiving was a humble experience. And sports aren't fun either. But also, I forgot to mention this before, another way you could actually bring your blood sugar down is by doing activities or just drinking water. It's pretty simple actually. So not only are you constantly running, making you exhausted way faster than others, there could also very well be hot weather conditions, which cause you to drink more water, which cause your blood sugar to go lower even faster. Overall though, getting diabetes wasn't that bad. And I actually think that it was a really good thing to happen to me. I made new friends, I developed a healthier diet, and I overall just became more caring about myself. So if there's people out there watching this video struggling with diabetes, then just know this. There's millions of other people with your condition, and you're not alone. And remember that I was brave enough to share all of my private information with the public. And this is just telling you that you can be brave too. Don't be afraid to share the information that you think could be helpful to others. You could possibly make new friends and start new communities yourself. So what I want to say is, you can do what you want to do with your body.
Well, if you say so.
Hello, it's me, Anthony. It's been a while since I gave an update on the animation. So, I finished my first ever story time. I'm planning on making more in the future, and I think this is a really good start. And I'm sorry it took so long. It's because I procrastinated way too much. But, I'm gonna try to work on more and try to upload even more because I'm actually really close to 100. So, I'm trying to get to 100 as fast as possible. Alright, bye.